few months ago, I posted a video about the Jamaican game I'm making, and it was absolutely horrible. Them patrol are deep in brother. But for some reason, you guys seem to be excited for it. Me even get posted in an article as a YouTuber and software dev. Ooh! Just add engineer while at it, cause me literally fix my phone yesterday. But since me I met the first Jamaican game, I decide we need one big body girl. Not that big. A years me I train for this, so I sculpt the model, add some curve, spin her around, and guys, I swear this is just one game. But now she look decent. But in order for she can fling stone, she needs something called inverse kinematics. What's inverse kinematics? Glad they asked.
Essentially, inverse kinematics is just a fancy technical term that means we can change the location of the last bone in a chain, such as the hands or feet, and have the computer automatically determine the orientation of the other bones in the chain.
So add some bone, rig the model, and now she ready for it.
What's that?
So since it's a mobile game, I should probably add the mobile controls. And adding controls was actually super easy. Cause thanks to Unity, you can just import an asset and boom. Yeah, man, what? I should have probably just left this for later. So I could do something fun instead. Remember how in the last video I said I would make it multiplayer? Cause you watched the last video, didn't you? No, you didn't, you little shit. Anyways, most people would spend months working on multiplayer. But who got time for that? May I do this in a one day? And I know what you're thinking. You can't possibly do that. But thanks to bro's 9 easy steps, I have nothing to worry about. Yeah, turns out, and that made it for you do.
Bruh.
Because there are different types of multiplayer. There's a local multiplayer where there are only 2 people on one computer. The network multiplayer where you have to be on the same Wi-Fi to play the game. Or the full cancer online server multiplayer game where you can use any device to connect to the same game. And, well, you know which one me have to do. And once again, we run into a problem with movements. Now it might seem simple. Just make it so that when you hit right key, the player moves right? Until me discover something called server authoritative movement. This makes it so that the player can't have movement hacks by making sure the server control all the movement. And this went from making a multiplayer in 1 day to almost 2 months. Brother, programming is cool, they said. Look, I don't know who they is in this scenario, but don't forget to mention you can spend 2 days a try to figure out why your code isn't working. I wonder if you just fully done, and right before your brain explodes, you realize you never read the document properly and just need to change one word. And at this point, I not even did add the health, damage or the weapons yet. Which brings me to the next fun part. I need to get creative and add a bunch of unique weapons. But apparently, it needs different animation for each weapon. Otherwise, it will look like the player swing machete, but him actually a fling stone. So I have to have animations for the weapons. Realize I'm bad at animating. Figure out how to make the player switch between weapons. Realize coding don't that hard now. Me actually know what me I do. Then realize me don't know what me I do. Figure out how to make the player pick up weapons off the ground. Figure out how to make the weapons throwable. Because to throw something in multiplayer need photon network. Figure out how to add weapons to photons. Add photon view. Set up the animation layer. Add animation. Define weapon link type, to blend code, animations. Attack override speed, weapon body, type mapping. Void trigger animations. This is exactly what I was trying to do because seriously, easy fix. Jesus take the wheel. Yo, this is the most feminine run I've ever seen. Man, you broke your foot. And after multiple successful attempts, I think I'll work with this. At least for now. I know that the multiplayer side is set up, I can finally move on. Add back the stone weapon, create a prefab. Bro, me I make progress. Yo, just hear me now, man. And so honestly, the rock weapon was one of the most difficult things to add to the game. It literally took me another 3 weeks to get it set up properly, to deal damage, get rid of this, I don't know what the heck that was. And then when it finally finished setting up, whoop! The machete weapon was a lot easier to add, because seeing that the rock weapon was already set up, all I needed to do was modify the script, have an empty object in the game scene to deal damage, and... Sir, you cannot die like this in public. So now that me have some of the core mechanics set up in multiplayer, me just need to make the scene look a bit more Jamaican. You know, so we can't live out in nearby bushes. Caney fruit stall. This supposed to be coconut, don't judge. Soupy soup shop on the street edge, a mansion on the hillside, clearly a bangy line.
For the last time, top from follow me go road. Go up in a yard. Yo, just this Bruno. Just give me a second, guys. Let me climb a mango tree. Oh wait, I never had that yet. Now you can climb trees. Just not climb too far, cause if you drop out. But just in case your health low, cornflakes give you extra health.
We know the price high, but the people are just misunderstood. Cause we know the chicken tastes good. But now we're in the neighborhood with Kingston Fowl Cub. I really don't want to get sued.
Now a lot of people been asked for your go thief mode, so the first step is to find out what this game should have that no other game has. And that's right, your mother. Goat pin. And what's better than one goat pin?
2 goat pin. Cause what's the point of stealing goats if a friend can't thief yours? That no fear. So now I need the goat to be able to follow the player who picks it up, which means more programming. And me know no want to see me write code. So instead me just make you watch that funny video here. In today's video. And just like that, while you were watching something else, me write the entire script. Yeah, me do all the work. While you just sit down today, I look on the screen. Lazy piece of shit. And so now when you thief a goat, you thief the whole bed. So now it finally work, except the goat just have float.
And of course you need to can drive the cars. But in order to drive one, you need to be able to go inside. Unlike the last masterpiece, where just a skate with no driver. So now if you try to go inside, you die. Alright now, behave yourself, stay right there. Hold on, I want to go inside you.
What do you mean by that?
So now if you enter. Me done. For real, me quit. YouTube, delete. Bro decided inside the car was not enough. Yo, imagine. You just get too jelly when a bridge in a drive past like this. And the rims are drop off.
So now the game has 2 game modes and it's something you can actually play with people. Quite a few people said to keep Mr. Chin, so he will definitely stay, along with a number of other things that I would like to add, like mission where you defeat a bunch of people awaiting a KFC line, cause I don't know, you're hungry, I guess.
Now I would like to point out that making a game, especially one like this, can't be done as quickly as I and everybody else would want with just one developer. And even though I plan to release it this year, I still can't promise. Because for example, I did not plan to spend 3 weeks trying to make the stone weapon work, so anything can happen. So even though it is playable, it's still not complete. We still have missions to complete, voice chat, things to unlock, a bunch of things in the backend that we never even consider, like anti-cheat, because let's face it, people are gonna try to cheat.
But one thing is for sure, I will release the game as soon as it is good enough. Because I don't want to end up as one of those developers who spend 5 years making a game and then end up giving up. Because since I've been developing this game, I have come across a number of games that people started and couldn't finish because the scale of the game was too big. And then you have people saying things like this.
I want to emphasize that your first project should not be a multiplayer game.
Making a complete video game entirely by yourself is one of the hardest things you could ever possibly do.
There is a reason why 90% of indie developers don't finish their games.
But man a star, I'm a plan to release it this year, but don't hold me to my word because like I said before, anything can happen. I'm going to release a beta version first, so if you want to be one of the first to test the game, subscribe so you know when it's out. Big up everybody who has been supporting so far, and if you are new here and want to see how the game started, check out the last video. Bruno! Yo, just this is Bruno.